أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm your teacher, Priya Shanida, and as you know, I'm teaching Environmental Studies Part 1. So we are on the fourth unit. We have to start it now. And the name of the unit is Water Safe for Drinking. So what does water safe for drinking basically mean? It means the water which is potable and safe for drinking, which does not contain any contamination, which is not polluted, and which is feasible for drinking. So let's see a fact. So do you know 785 million people lack even a basic drinking water supply, including 144 million people who are dependent on surface water. 785 million people lack even a basic drinking water. मतलब उन लोगों के लिए जो बेसिक ड्रिंकिंग वाटर है वो सर्विस भी अवेलेबल है. मतलब दे ड्रिंक कंटामिनेटेड वाटर, दे डोंट ड्रिंक filtered water, they drink contaminated water, they lack this basic water service, including 144 million people who are dependent on surface water. Surface water means direct water from the river and dams without filtration. So they drink this surface water directly without filtering it. Do you know globally at least 2 billion people use a drinking water source contaminated with fishes. Globally, even we are included in that. 2 billion people drink water which is contaminated with feces. Feces means the waste materials from our body, from animals, from our body too. We drink water which is contaminated with that. But thankfully we get filtered water, not exactly filtered. We get tap water which has some in which they add some filtration, which goes through a kind of filtration, and sometimes it may not, because many times we get so impure water which looks yellow in color. So most of the population around the world drink contaminated water, which is not healthy at all. That's why we face so many diseases. So which water is safe for drinking? So the amount of drinking water required to maintain good health varies and depends on physical activity level, age, health related issues and environmental conditions. The amount of drinking water required to maintain good health. जो गुड हेल्थ के लिए जो बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट है ड्रिंकिंग वाटर की, और for good health depends on physical activity level of a person according to his health related issues and environmental conditions. So the amount of drinking water required to maintain good health varies. It definitely varies. My age and my physical activity is different from your physical activity and your age. So amount of drinking water is, suppose I drink 10 glasses of water, as you are much younger than me, you drink only 5 glasses of water, and children even younger than you may drink only 2-3, and the infants don't drink water. Even if they drink water, they may drink only 1 glass in a day. So the amount of drinking water required to maintain good health varies and depends on physical activity level, age, health related issues and environmental conditions. So drinking water, also known as potable water, as I told you earlier, is water that is safe to drink or to use for food preparation. So that water which is safe to drink or to use for food preparation is potable water, and it is also called drinking water, which is safe for us. So here is an activity. Here is an activity you have to perform it at home, as we are not in school and we won't be able to do it in the school. So you can do it individually at your home. So take a glass full of water, add a spoonful of sugar to it and stir it with a spoon. See, पहले आपको एक ग्लास फुल ऑफ वाटर लेना है, उसमें शुगर ऐड करना है 1 टीस्पून और 2 टीस्पून teaspoons and you have to stir it. आपको mix करना है. So what will you see? You will see that sugar completely dissolves with water. Sugar completely dissolves in water. आप उसके particles और उसके देख सकते हैं कि particles sugar के नहीं, वो completely dissolve हो चुका है पानी में. Now you have to repeat this experiment with all of these ingredients. So you have to take different glass for so all these ingredients. It's not possible to take different glass for everything. You can wash the glass every time and clean it. So you have to perform this experiment with ingredients like common salt, honey, washing soda, powdered alum. Powdered alum means sweet curry, sand, wheat flour, sawdust, turmeric powder, and some oil. So what you will see that few ingredients completely dissolve in water while others don't. So which ingredients dissolve in water? Sugar, salt, washing soda, alum disappear in the water, completely disappear in the water. They dissolve completely in the water. But sand, sawdust, turmeric powder, oil do not disappear even on stirring. They do not dissolve, but they float on the, some may float on, like oil floats on the water surface. Sand settles down. Even sawdust may float on the water surface. So they do not dissolve they do not dissolve at all in the water. So what we can derive from this experiment is that, what can we derive? That the substances that dissolve in water spread throughout the water. When salt dissolves in water, the water in the container tastes salty. When sugar dissolves in the water tastes sweet. So what do we see? What do we find from this experiment? That the substances that dissolve, जो substance जो completely dissolve mix हो जाते पानी के साथ, वो all over the water, all throughout the water में mix होते, एक part में नहीं होते, पूरा पानी में mix हो जाते हैं. So when salt dissolves in water, the water container tastes salty. पानी में salt mix हो तो पानी salty लगता है, वैसे sugar mix हो तो sugar से sweet लगता है. So few ingredients do not dissolve in water while others dissolve completely. So what's the solution? Now we learned a new solution or a new term. So when a substance dissolves in water, a mixture of that substance and water is formed. Like we have seen it. We have just seen it that when sugar and salt dissolves in water, a new mixture is formed. The mixture is called a solution of that substance. Sugar और salt को पानी में mix करें तो किसका solution बना? Sugar and salt both, respectively. So what did we derive from this? A new term is derived and its name is solution. So what is a solution? When a substance dissolves in water, a mixture of that substance and water is formed. This mixture is called solution of that substance. So if someone gets loose motions means dysentery, we give them a solution of salt and sugar to drink. आपके यहाँ किसी को होते होगा तो आप शुगर एंड सॉल्ट को दोनों को इक्वल क्वांटिटी में, और मे भी शुगर की क्वांटिटी ज़्यादा रखते हैं क्योंकि सॉल्ट बहुत ज़्यादा सॉल्ट लगता. तो यू मिक्स इन अ ग्लास and give to the person who is having loose motions or dysentery. So this solution is called ORS or oral rehydration solution. Why is it called rehydration solution? See, loose motions frequently होने की वजह से बॉडी का वाटर कंटेंट एंड सॉल्ट एंड शुगर लेवल डिक्रीज हो जाता. तो शुगर एंड सॉल्ट का पानी के साथ जो मिक्सचर होता है विच इज़ कॉल्ड सॉल्यूशन, अगर वो पानी हम पिए तो बॉडी को डिहाइड्रेशन मिलता. बॉडी डिहाइड्रेटेड डिहाइड्रेटेड बॉडी को रिहाइड्रेशन मिलता. जो बॉडी लूज मोशन होने की वजह से डिहाइड्रेट हो चुकी होती है, दिस गेट्स रिहाइड्रेटेड बाय ड्रिंकिंग सॉल्ट एंड वाटर मिक्सचर, सॉल्ट शुगर एंड वाटर मिक्सचर. So if someone gets loose motion, we give them a solution of salt and sugar to drink. This solution is called ORS or oral rehydration solution. Why is it called oral? Because we drink it with our mouth, so it is called oral. So a patient in a hospital is sometimes put on saline, that is on a solution of salt in water. Sometimes other medicines may also be given through saline. These are the examples of useful solutions. Suppose a person having loose motions, थोड़ी कम amount में हो रहा है, then you can treat that person at home itself by giving a mixture of salt, sugar and water. If the frequency of loose motions increases and the person is not curable at home, you may shift him to hospital and you may admit him. So doctor generally gives that person a saline. As you can see in the picture, saline is given. So even that is the solution of salt in water. And sometimes medicine may also be given to the patient. Now do you know section. Seawater is salty to taste because it is nothing but a solution of salt that occurs naturally. We cannot use seawater for drinking. Can we use seawater for drinking? Not at all, because it is very extremely salty. And the salt is natural salt. उसमें already natural salt mixed है. We don't mix the water. We don't mix salt in the seawater. It is natural salt. So seawater is very salty, so we can't use it for drinking purpose, nor for washing and any kind of purpose. Even in companies we can't use, even in factories we can't use seawater, because seawater is so salty that it accumulates on the machines. You may have seen even at my home the water is very salty, so salt gets accumulated on taps, on buckets. Even salt layer is formed on the stagnant water. So water of different wells may have different tastes. Why is that so? Some substance from the ground dissolve in the water, while others don't. They give a taste to the well water. But if there is nothing dissolved in water, water has no taste. See, water has no taste. If something is dissolved in the water, then the taste of that substance is formed in the water, and the water tastes according to that substance. जैसे salt mix करने के बाद water gets salty and sugar mix करने के बाद water gets sweet. So when we remove the lid of a soda water bottle, bubbles fizz out of it. Soda water bottle का when we remove the lid, ढक्कन when we remove it, bubbles fizz out of it. To make soda water, a gas called carbon dioxide is dissolved in water under pressure. Under pressure, carbon dioxide is dissolved in water to make soda water. So when the lid is removed, the pressure reduces and the bubbles out. Why do bubbles fizz out of it? Because carbon dioxide is dissolved in water under pressure. Under some pressure, carbon dioxide is dissolved in water. So when the lid is removed, the pressure reduces and the gas bubbles out. So जब हम ढक्कन निकालते तो प्रेशर लगाया जाता है कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और वाटर को मिक्स करने में, तो वो जब हम ढक्कन रिमूव करते वो प्रेशर कम होने लगता है, तो वो रीज़न से बबल्स बाहर निकलते. Now again we have to perform an experiment. Fill a large container with water. Take a large container at your home or a tub and fill it with water. And from your compost box, take a plastic ruler, an eraser, a pencil, a sharpener, a rubber band, and a compost. Now, from your house, take these things: a steel spoon, a plastic spoon, some groundnut shells, an iron nail, a screw, a coin. From outdoors, बाहर से क्या लाना है? Stones, little twigs, leaves, soil. Put all these things in the water and wait for some time. So what will you see? That few things completely settle under the water, while few things float on the water. See, as you can see in the picture, the eraser, sharpener, steel spoon, nails, screws, stones, coin, the compost and the soil sink in the water. नीचे बैठ जाते हैं, while the other things float. So what can we derive from this experiment? Some things float on water while some things sink in it. So which things float on water and which things sink in it? So the things that float are lighter than water, जो ऊपर तैरते हैं, and those things that swim on water are lighter than water, and the things that sink are heavier than water. So the things that float on water are lighter than the weight of the water, and the things that sink are heavier than the water. So I hope you have understood what I have taught you, and please perform this experiment at your home, and please don't forget to tick attendance, to tick at the attendance. You guys aren't ticking at the attendance, so please tick at the attendance, and keep watching the videos and like my video, and I hope you have understood the lesson and the part of the lesson and the experiment. Do not forget to like my video. Jazakallah khairan for listening me.